Hi, my name is Sári Vala and I'm the CEO of Photon. Photon is an online automated agency where we connect photographers and videographers with business clients. I started to work on this project during high school. Those times, I love to take photos and videos. I already started to work as a freelancer. And during this period, I had the chance to get to know more deeply the market. I saw how the clients struggle with managing projects, and also I saw the other side, the photographers and videographers side, that how hard it is to manage all this client communication and finances and legal stuff. This kind of experience was combined with an entrepreneurship program. It's called U-School. I applied to it and they try to show us, to high school students, how can we start a business. This was the place where the basic concept of Photon has born. The idea was that we try to streamline this whole ordering process for the clients, but also we try to make the photographers and videographers' life easier, because as a freelancer you have to work on so many things. So, when you're taking photos and videos, when it's your passion, you want to work on it. But as an entrepreneur, you have to deal with financial things, legal things, and many other things, which is a completely different area. It needs different skills, and freelancers are struggling with it. Also clients, they don't know too much about taking photos and videos, and sometimes freelancers doesn't have the patience to tell all the details for them. I wanted to solve this, so I dreamt of a platform where we not just connect these two sides, but we try to help them to manage this whole process. So how did it become from a school project to a company? It was happening in 2018 when we applied to an accelerator program. It was built up by Telenor. They gave a small investment, and next to it they gave us super useful knowledge during workshops. We applied to it. They chose out us from 110 startups, so it was like an incredible experience that we just started to work on Photon like 6 months ago, and now we got our first investment when I was just 19 years old. So it was super exciting, but also very scary moment for me, because at that point I had to realize that during those previous months it was like just a game for me, but when you fund the company, it's gonna get serious. So I will have responsibility, and I have to make tough decisions. So I was quite scared, also because of that. Or around me, everybody was so skeptic that is it possible for such a young girl to build up a company? And I was like, okay, let's give it a try. It's gonna be a fun story of my life. So yeah, I started it, and in 2019 we opened the first version of the platform where we could already accept payments. And since then we have worked with so many companies. So we worked for Erste Bank, for Vodafone, or for Prezi. Prezi was like just a dream startup for me before, so it was super exciting to work for those companies which were just a kind of dream for me to work with. In 2020 was like a super different year for us. It brought us new challenges. At the first point, when this whole quarantine and restrictions has started, we got a bit scared because all of our orders were cancelled in 1 week. At that point, we had to decide, okay, what should we do now? And our mentor, Zoli, told us a really inspiring story. In Chinese, the word crisis is from two signs. The first sign means danger, and the second sign means opportunity. So it was the story which changed our whole mindset for this tough year. So first of all, yeah, we had to handle the damage and the danger, but also we had to focus on what kind of opportunities did this situation bring for us. So we shifted to new directions, not just from the aspect of services, but in the aspect of clients. So, for example, we started to make online streaming. So we helped for companies to work on online events. It was something super new stuff for us because no one ever ordered streaming from us before, but we had to shift because we saw the market is changing. And also what we have realized during this time is that the situation that when everybody is at home, it will make the distance smaller for us. So for a client, it won't matter if the freelancer is like 10 miles away or like 1,000 miles away. So it brought us a new opportunity for stepping out to other countries. So in 2020, we had our first foreign client. So we worked to Germany, to Slovakia, and also to Chile as well. So yes, it was a tough year because we had to make fast decisions, but also it has opened our eyes, and this whole crisis helped us to improve as leaders. So yes, I'm grateful for that, but I'm gonna be super happy if everything's gonna change back to the old times. But it was a really good way for us learning to handle crises, because it was a crisis. I founded Photon alone because I know that having co-founders is just really similar to a marriage. It's because of that you absolutely rely on your co-founders, and they need to have a trust, and they need to have such a good vibe to work on this kind of crisis situations. So when I started Photon, I felt that I don't have those kind of people around me who I can rely on that much. But by the time when we founded Photon and started to work with the new team, I met with my co-founder, Gabor, and after half a year, we decided that we're gonna work together as co-founders on Photon, and it was like 3 years ago. Since then, we've been through so many things, and I know that I made a good choice because he was there in the hardest times. He never turned his back on me, and we could absolutely support each other in every time. But also, I'm happy that he's brave enough to also share his ideas, and we can listen to each other, and it's a kind of really fruitful relationship. Also, what I realized when we were working on Photon, it's not enough if we just work from our experiences. It's really important to pull in more senior ideas and thoughts. So that's why we have a kind of wide mentor pool. We started to work with 3 mentors when we were accepted to Telnor Accelerate program. György Simó, Zoltán Varga, and Dénes Nagy joined our team as mentors, and they helped us in so many things, in so many ways. So we got a lot of knowledge connected how to think through a business from different sides, for example, to how to make a business plan, how to get to investors, but also they helped us with their network, which is super important as well. And but you know, we didn't have the chance to meet with them so often because they are quite successful and they are really helpful with us. But we realized that we need someone who can spend more time with us, so who can give kind of feedbacks for us in the daily operations. So, and that's the time when we started to work with Zoltán Takács, who was, by the way, the founder of the Telnor Accelerate program. He joined us, and he is helping us with the sales processes and how to build up an organization and business development. So many things in such an intensive way. And it's really important, I guess, to have both kind of mentors. Those kind of mentors who have the time to speak weekly, and also those kind of mentors who help you in like every quarter of the year, because they will have so different aspect. So those who not seeing the operating things, they can have a wider picture, which is also super useful for us. So yes, we have a wide mentor team, and I guess they could accelerate processes a lot in Photon. So we are much more conscious and we make much better decisions. So I'm super grateful for that. And also since then we funded Photon, we are growing as a team as well. So for a long time, only two of us were working on Photon in the operative things, Gábor and me. But now, in this year, two new members just joined our team. Viktor Benka is our account manager, and Emese is our administrational assistant. So it's quite exciting to be part of a team which is now growing, because two of us with Gábor, we just put down the bases and now we can build on those bases. So it's a really exciting new phase for us. I would have never thought that I'm going to be an entrepreneur. When I was a kid, I could get so shy every time, for example, when I had to make a presentation in front of a class. I have such a vivid memory of saying these poems in a literature class. I could start to dance when I was talking. It was like a bit ridiculous. But so I was afraid of so many people, and I was so afraid of stand out for my ideas. But when I applied to this entrepreneurship program at U School, it just changed all my thoughts about it, because it was a place where I felt safe and I had the chance to try out myself. So I could practice that, how to stand up for my ideas, how to share it in front of an audience, and also I could use those lot of knowledges what I already had inside. I just didn't have the chance to share it. And the first time when I thought I'm going to be an entrepreneur was at the end of this program. It was a kind of scary thing, but it was really inspiring. I remember that I wrote to my diary that this all new entrepreneurship world is so exciting and I'm so motivated to dive into it. And this motivation and energy is still with me, because this all thing to be an entrepreneur is like a big journey. So there isn't any boring days, because I can learn new things like every day. And I just and not just can, but I have to learn new things every day if I want to be a good leader. So it's kind of my task to learn every day and to improve myself. And I'm that kind of person who really loves to learn. And yeah, but you know, I saw it this way. I saw this exciting path, but and I saw the opportunity of trying out myself like this. But I should say it's quite unconventional. When I shared this idea with my friends and with my parents for the first time that I want to go to university, I will start Photon instead. They got really scared, and I was also scared, and I can understand why were they so scared. So there was only a few people who believed in me that I can actually make it happen. I didn't even believe it yet at that time, but yeah, but I have put a lot of work in it, and those lot of work just, yeah, I could benefit from it. So I remember the first time when people have started to change their mindset, because you know, all the people around me were like, okay, it's quite weird that you don't go to university. And also they made me feel ashamed that I'm not going to university. It was like, yeah, they made me feel a kind of a bit stupid, and they thought that it's kind of crazy that I'm doing this. So there was like a family friend who actually told me that it's so hard for her to see that I'm just ruining my career and I don't go to university. And I was like, oh my God, I don't feel that I'm ruining it. I feel that I'm just starting it, and it's gonna be exciting. Yeah, since then a few years passed and a lot of things happened, and also the people around me changed their mindset about me. Now they are proud of me, and now they see the value, and now they accept me without any degrees. And it's kind of great feeling to be accepted. But also I guess it's quite sad that there isn't acceptance until you get success. So I guess it would be so much better if we can support each other before success as well, because the support is much more needed in that period. And I guess so many other people could find their way if our surrounding people and friends and family would support from the 0 milestone. So yeah, but I'm happy I could change the mindset around me, and I'm happy that my way, my path can be kind of inspirational for others to choose, I hate to say this word, but it's so cliche, but our dream. But yeah, it was actually really about that. I was following my heart and my passion, and yeah, I guess this is the only way to be a happy person, that we do every day what we love. So I just encourage everybody to follow your heart. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, you should, because happy people, happy employees, employers make the world happy. So, and I don't say that you shouldn't go to university. Please don't take this away. I just say that you should get know yourself before you make a decision. And for a lot of people, university will be the good choice, but there will be other people who will have another concept about it, and I guess they should follow it. So it's all about unique decision making and not to follow just the rules. Many people ask me what did motivate me during this path, because they feel this huge energy from me, and I could really never answer to it because I really didn't know it, because I felt that all of my surroundings just energize me, and I just love to be around, and I love to do what I do every day. And it made me realize that actually this is what motivating me, that every day I do what I love, and I'm not just loving it, I feel good in it, so I can use my strengths during my work, and I can make it more stronger. And I guess this is the key. If you feel unmotivated, I guess you have to dive deep into your soul and get to know more deeply what do you like to do, and what are you good at. And the combination of these two, when you start to do it every day, your life gonna be completely different, because you will have so much energy. It will waken you up. So if I can give you an advice, this would be the advice, that let's start to do what you love and what you are good at, and it will make you motivated, and it will make your dreams come true.